Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's the big one. It's Manchester United versus Arsenal. Combined 11. I'm sure we're going to have some Arsenal fans on this one as well. First of all, I just want to say some of the observant people out there will know I'm very clean shaven today. Thank you to the Dollar Shave Company who are sponsoring the video for us today. You can get your Dollar Shave Company starter kit for £5. Link is in the video description. Remember, if you do download it and you do get it, it supports and helps the channel grow. So I would really appreciate that. But just wanted to mention a couple of things. I'll show you the box in a moment. We're going to get into this starting 11 very, very quickly. But I do remember my first shave, actually, and I don't know whether you remember yours. My first shave, I was about 6 years old. I got hold of one of my dad's big razors and spent the night in hospital because I had to go on my lips and tore them to shreds. So not a funny story, but I do have a little bit of a hack. If you're like me and, by 3 hours after a shave, you go in the stubble again, what I do is a little bit of a hack when I'm having a shave is I shave in the bath. I shave in the bath and I shave in the shower. Bath's a little bit dirty, but shower's good because the best way to have a shave is to do it with naked top. Naked top. Don't do it with a top on. You get the foam and everything on your thing. Do it naked, right? But then you get a little bit cold in the winter months. So I do it in the shave. And actually, it's a bit like Jedi shaving because you've got no mirror. You become a master at this. You put your stuff on your face in the shower. You don't get your face wet. You keep your body getting warm on the shower. You've got your razor, and you know what to do. I always come out clean shaven in the shower, and you have a shower and shave. It's multitasking. Anyway, let's get in. Well, I'll show you the shave kit in a minute, but let's get into the starting 11, combined 11, Manchester United versus Arsenal. Now, no doubts, De Gea goes in goal. I don't think Arsenal fans. I don't really care what Arsenal fans think. I do. You know, it's a democracy, and I am going to put some Arsenal players in this. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler there, but I ain't going to put an Arsenal player in goal. You can argue about Leno all you bloody well like. I've seen him enough this season and last season. I know De Gea is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and I definitely know that De Gea goes in goal. Similarly at Wan-Bissaka at right back. Don't come at me about Bellerin when I saw the Prat in the Hat talking about Bellerin, saying Bellerin's got more assists than Wan-Bissaka because he got an assist against Forest the other night. Reality is, you've also got tweets of Prat in the Hat saying Bellerin's crap. Wan-Bissaka, to me, is the best signing of the season. He's absolutely amazing. United start of the season may not have been great. I've never known a fullback like him. And I've seen a lot of fullbacks. He is like titanium. Nothing gets through. He is absolutely amazing. So it's Wan-Bissaka every day of the week. This might be contentious. Luke Shaw at left back. Now, Kieran Tierney, I agree, probably gets in there, but he's only had one game in a Carabao Cup game, so he doesn't get in there. Luke Shaw, I'm a big fan of. I know there's going to be United fans saying, you're mad. You're absolutely mad. You've lost your power when you've had a shave. But the reality is, I like Luke Shaw. I think he's a good left back, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. And I certainly think he's better than anything Arsenal have got to offer. And don't come at me with Monreal or the Bosnian Darmian, whatever his name is. I forgot what his name is. You've got to go with Luke Shaw until Kieran Tierney proves himself. So no, you don't get in. Similarly with Lindelof, do not even start with Krusty the Clown's mate. What is it? Sideshow Bob at the back. No way does David Luiz get in there. You've got a decent free kick technique. You're a shit defender. So definitely going with Lindelof. And then that means it's inevitable you're going to get Harry Maguire in there. And look, Arsenal, you're 5-0 down already. It's a bit like Old Trafford. Will it end 8-2? No, because no one's getting sent off and we need 11 players. But you're 5-0 down already. But this is the strength of Manchester United. It will get better for you. It's going to get better for you as we move into the midfield, because United, very, very strong at the back. And Arsenal, you're not. As Expressions has said many a time. You're like a butcher's apron, lots of good stuff at the front, but at the back you're naked. There's nothing there. So Manchester United 5-0 up at the break, with the hardest. I would argue with anybody as well. I'd argue with anybody. Smash a like on the video. Yeah, definitely Manchester United. Arsenal fans, hang in there though, because this is where it becomes your time. But before that, let me show you the Dollar Shave Company starter kits for a £5. Dollar Shave Club has you covered for all your grooming needs: shower, oral care, hairstyling, and most importantly, shaving. Get ready for an incredible smooth shave with their Ultimate Shaver starting set, which I'm unboxing for you now. You've got executive handles and blades with a weighty handle and high quality 6 blades as well, as we can see there. You also get a mini tube of Dr. Carver's Prep Scrub, which exfoliates dead skin cells
and helps release and prevent ingrown hairs. You get a mini tube of Dr. Carver's shave butter, transparent for a more precise shave and helps prevent ingrown hairs and fights razor bumps. And you get a mini tube of Dr. Carver's post-shave dew, which helps provide hydration and relieves on contact. For a limited time, new members get their Ultimate Shave Starter Set like mine for only £5. After that, the Dollar Shave Company will send you a restock box with regular sized products at a regular price.
Looks very good, doesn't it? And remember, you can get your Dollar Shave starter kit. Links in the video description. £5 exclusive offer for you on the United stand. Do get hold of it and support the channel and support Dollar Shave Company for sponsoring our combined 11 today. But we move into the midfield, and this is where Arsenal fans, not only am I going to be fair to you, I'm actually going to put you in the right kit. Oh, I've done a spoiler. I've clicked the wrong one. What a prat. Guendouzi. Now this, I actually think Arsenal fans are going to moan about this as much as Manchester United fans. But Manchester United, we're Polo FC, the mint with a hole. We've got nothing in the middle. There's nothing in the middle. And I cannot banter Arsenal and say I'm going to put McTominay or Fred or Pereira. Don't worry, I'd never put Matic in there, not even for a joke. But I actually like Guendouzi. I would like to put Torreira in there, but he doesn't even start for Arsenal that often. So that's just a personal like of a player that was good when he first came in, but has faded off quite a bit. But Guendouzi, I really do like him. Very young. The only unfortunate thing is that sometimes you think he's David Luiz, but maybe he could have a haircut, I don't know. But the reality is, Guendouzi, for me, I really like him. I think he's got that energy. I think in Guendouzi, it's going to be very interesting in the game on Monday night, actually, because we'll have McTominay, they'll have Guendouzi. And I said this about West Ham last week, Declan Rice, McTominay. And Dodie the week before, Beef versus McTominay. They're not going to be in the same sort of area, but you compare the two players. I like Guendouzi. I think he's more mobile. I think he's good on the ball. He is tenacious. And I think Arsenal fans just get very critical about everything a lot of the time. But I like him. I think he's a good player. Apart from wearing an Arsenal shirt, I think he's good. And he'd be in my combined 11 without question. And then my other player from Arsenal would be, I can't pronounce his name. I'm going to try and do it. Ceballos. I'm going to call him Ceballos. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a really good player. I think what's happened to him is he's had a couple of brilliant games. He's been on the bench a bit, and then he's had a couple of dodgy games. But he's just adjusting to the Premier League. He's a fantastic talent. He's absolutely better than anything that Manchester United have got. And I really do rate him. So, look, Arsenal, you've got two back. And I think that's I don't really have a problem with that. I don't think many people would have a problem with it, to be honest with you. Very, very good player. And then you complete that midfield three with Paul Pogba. I don't think even Arsenal fans could complain about that. I think a midfield three of Pogba, Guendouzi and Ceballos would be a very, very good midfield three. And I think it would give Pogba the platform with the box-to-box abilities of Ceballos and the tenacity of Guendouzi to be the real Paul Pogba that many Manchester United fans don't get to see that often. Maybe you get a more consistent Paul Pogba with that and that defence behind him. So I think that's a very good midfield. I cannot, as a United fan, put any other Manchester United midfield or even give them a case to get in. So if you thought I was being a little bit unfair with the appointment of Luke Shaw in there, then the reality is I'm not gonna be silly about the midfield. Our midfield is terrible. Our board seems to think it's good, but it's not. It's terrible. I'd put Anthony Martial on the left wing. I nearly put Dan James there, but I would put Anthony Martial there because already you know who I'm going to put up front anyway. But Anthony Martial's got to get in, and I think in their heart of hearts, Arsenal fans know Anthony Martial gets in. He's an amazing talent. He's been really, really good for us this season. Unfortunately, only for 2 or 3 games. Then he got injured. But he's a talent. He's a real talent. And I think Arsenal fans would appreciate a player like Martial as much as Manchester United fans do. So he gets in on that left-hand side. I like Martial up front, but what I would be looking for with this front three is interchangeability. What I would be looking for with this team, to be honest with you, is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did with Manchester United when he first came in for 3 months. Back four, holding midfielder, 2 box-to-box, and a front three that changes amongst each other and is fast. So yeah, definitely going to go with him in that position as well. Then I think we would go with Pepe. On the right-hand side, I know United fans, some of us have given him a little bit of stick, but the reality is I would love to Manchester United to have bought him this season. Plays off the right. We haven't got anybody who really plays off the right with any consistency or ability. Very, very skillful player. I think the problem with Pepe so far is that people expect a Ronaldo or a Messi or something like that. He's going to take time to adjust. He is a good player, and he will get better and better. Whether he's going to be amazing, I don't know. I don't know whether he's going to be this one of the best players in the league. I think everyone expects that with any signing they make. But I think he's a very, very good player, and he walks into a combined Manchester United 11 and Arsenal 11 without question. And the final player is Aubameyang up front. I've always been a big fan of Aubameyang. I think that he's a goal scorer. I wanted him at United from his Dortmund days, and we were never really in for him, which surprised me, because he goes to Arsenal for a reasonable fee, can't stop scoring goals. And I think not just Manchester United, I think any top British club should have been looking at him. I think it was obvious he was going to do what he does at Arsenal, and I think in a better team he'd score even more goals. And I say that in a better team, I mean, I throw us into that equation as I do Arsenal as well. But I mean, you look at that team, it's very, very good. I'm sure Arsenal fans would like to see Kieran Tierney in there in the Luke Shaw position. I'm sure some United fans would agree with that, and I probably would agree with that. But at the moment, he hasn't played enough. I would still stick with Luke Shaw, and I would keep the United back four. The midfield, Arsenal win it, and at the front, Arsenal win it. But I wouldn't take Martial or Pogba out for any Arsenal players. The days of putting Ozil in there because he can be good, I don't rate Ozil, and I certainly think that Lacazette's good, but I would prefer Martial. I think Martial's a far better player. He offers you more in a front three, and Lacazette for me, no, you're on the bench, mate. And the bench would be interesting, but the manager would be more interesting. That's the final thing I want to say. Would you go with Emery or would you go with Solskjaer? And to be honest with you, I'm going to go with Ollie because I'm a Manchester United fan, but I tell you what, it's not easy. It's not easy. One of the big reasons I didn't want to go with Emery is because I don't follow Arsenal enough to know what his bad things are, but you do hear things, and I think there's a lot of Arsenal fans who aren't happy with him anyway, so I'll stick with what we've got, really, even though it might not be that great itself. So that's the combined 11. Make sure you smash a like on the video. Get your comments in below. I can't see how you can disagree with the front three in the midfield. I think the only contentious thing is maybe Luke Shaw. I'm very happy with that. Smash a like on the video. But what it does show is that there are there's 7 United players in that to Arsenal's 4. And yet Arsenal are a better team than United. It shows, well, it's all of United's defence and only 2 in the attack. So it just shows you where United's problem is, isn't it? Football's a game of scoring goals, and Arsenal have got far better attackers than we have at the moment. But we knew that going into the season, didn't we? Please do get a link in the video description. Dollar Shave Company. You can get your starter kit like mine for £5. Support the channel and support them for sponsoring. Really appreciate that. Links in the video description. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks to Dollar Shave Company, and I'll speak to you all soon.